where fans are quickly filling up Alumni Stadium in anticipation of a terrific clash we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. Here he comes from coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes offense will get the first crack at it here. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
In no space, they penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Sims. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'd hoped to slip the fullback out of the backfield unnoticed. Oh, he was noticed. He was noticed and lost yardage.
Yeah, and I need better blocking. I need a runway to get this big fella going and gets up to speed. He didn't even get to catch the football and get up to speed before he was getting tackled. It's not like he's an explosive athlete that's going to take a screen and go a long way. Need a little better blocking.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll ride the hot hand. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Hand off from the shotgun. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
and they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
On to attempt the try. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Eagles offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right?
Ball in the air, intercepted! Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabs it in the middle. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Rutgers is just getting blown off the field right now there in Jersey. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Ole Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. BC back to work after picking up the first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boston College right back to the line.
Second down.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Using his legs, it's live. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. No, he just flat ran over it. Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out. Snap it from the gun on third down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He gets a block. Oh, the sweet feet. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback, being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Sims. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wiggles free. He's going to run it. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Handoff to the fullback. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
I love when you throw the fullback. The dude is so unselfish, blocks the whole game. Give him a bone every now and again.
Well, of course you like the fullbacks because you wish you had been a fullback. Some wanted to make you a fullback, and you were great. Could have been even greater.
Or I could have been a defensive.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. On the move from inside his 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. He's going to pass. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
And a really good job by the quarterback. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive.
Going up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to end. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Let's go. Check. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Give to the fullback. On the move at the 30. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Works his way ahead for three. They'll spot it at the 18. Third and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Line gets set, first down. Movement here from the tight end. Going to the ground. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
On the run, it's Love. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Now the play fake. Fires left. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And that is no good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about himself. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? An open runway ahead. He's at the 40. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it first and 10 outside the 30. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Rolls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a first and 10. Quick strike complete. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. And now on second down for this offense. The play action fake. He's got his man across the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really need to pick up this keep slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's Cook. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boston College. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 14 to Maryland. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Power football with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Going to try to get it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
The defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback can be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
The Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Might as well give it to him again. Turns it on in midfield. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Unloads to the wideout. That ball was nearly intercepted. They'll live to tell about it. 3rd down coming up.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. So you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it. Didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Eagles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Takes a hit as he fires. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down mark. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. From the gun. Got his man quickly. Stumbled to the ground.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. It's a bad scheme to try to cover this guy one-on-one, much like Michigan State tried to do against Joey Galloway in '93. But the difference there is the reason Joey Galloway couldn't be covered is that no one really wants to be around him.
Ain't that the truth? We work with him weekly. We can say that and be very firm about it. But here's the thing. Joey Galloway. Think about the other names to wear the scarlet and gray. So many guys year after year. You know Ohio State fans, Reese. They're going to claim, wide receiver U. They try to claim that because so many greats have been through that university.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On second down, wants to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Boston College wants to play fast.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Gets it out fast. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game. And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
It's complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now adjusting, trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. First and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. Wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the 2 to make it a field goal game. He's looking to throw. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is.
Ohio State, 28. Boston College, 23.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about solve this game away. Looking for space. It's Love. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. A low line drive and not his best work. Fair catch called for and made. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got a man. It's Garrison. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. Final drive coming for this offense. Finds his man. It's Cook. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for two there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense offense back out there. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win.
He's going for the big play. A full dive to haul that one in. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Caught over the middle. It's Kamara. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Still looking. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, 4th quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and trying to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. Let's see what happens on 3rd.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Ohio State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.